wanna do the bongos in the beginning contigo.
We are Groundwork Lawrence's Green Team. Welcome to Glow Up with Glow Gala 2020. Woo!
Greetings and welcome to Groundwork Lawrence's Glow Up with Glow Gala. Glow Up, defined as transformation for the better, is there a more apt description of the impact of Groundwork Lawrence or of the work we do in a community, especially in these times? I'm Sarah Young, President and Chair for the Groundwork Lawrence's Board of Directors. My love of groundwork goes back 10 years to my first Glow Gala, where I learned of the wonderful work groundwork does and was so impressed with the variety of programs it provides, all of which improve the quality of life for the residents of Greater Lawrence. Now, these many years later, I am proud and honored to be here to share this evening with you. After the wonderful Glow Gala of 2019, I never imagined that we would be socially distancing and celebrating a year of achievement which was done against unexpected odds, virtually, through the power of Zoom, our new best friend. Thank you all for joining us tonight, even though we can't be together in person. While we may be apart physically, we are together where it matters. This year has seen us facing major challenges to the well-being of our community. A global pandemic, systemic racism, social unrest. We are working together to address these problems while remaining constant fighters for environmental justice in our community. We work to show how changing places can change lives. The work to improve the places in our community cannot be done alone. Whether it's launching the Market Street Canopy Project, completing the redevelopment of O'Neill Park, initiating our innovative restaurant program to address the food insecurity exacerbated by COVID, or harvesting a record 9,000 pounds of food from our Costello Urban Farm, which has been providing fresh produce to our local food pantries, or pivoting our green team to virtual delivery of programs that transform them into our future leaders and environmental stewards. We have engaged a record number of volunteers that have come together virtually to make Lawrence a cleaner, greener city. All of this work was done this year and was made possible in part because of you. Many thanks as well to our sponsors that have supported our work and made this evening possible, including our leadership sponsor, the New Balance Foundation. For the complete list of our supporters, please check our website and our e-zine program. Many thanks to tonight's advertisers and donors. If you have the opportunity, please in turn support them and their businesses. In its essence, Glow is a celebration of the Groundwork family. So for now, pull up a chair, get comfy, enjoy a beverage of your choosing, and a tasty snack. There's recipe in your swag bag, and enjoy the evening as together we glow up with the Groundwork Lawrence Glow Gala.
Brianna, take 5.
To think different from your everyday self is to change. If we don't have change, then what do we have? Not only do we need change, we need to be the change. To live in a world without change, our minds will never grow. We need to be the ones who change the world.
Good evening and welcome. I am Heather McMahon, Executive Director of Groundwork Lawrence. And I'm probably the second most crier in the city, other than our mayor, Dan Rivera, who's a great partner. So I'm warning you ahead of time because it's Glow and this is what I do. So please bear with me. And thank you all so much for coming. Since March 2020, Groundwork Lawrence, along with the rest of the world, has been dealing with the effects and challenges of COVID-19 and its widespread implications on our community's health, economy, and education. Since the mandated state of emergency last spring, we have focused our efforts on maintaining the reach and delivery of our programming and formats that ensure the health and safety of our staff, community, and the youth we serve, by avoiding disruption, proving a sense of stability and continuity, and working towards our mission. As an organization, we are renewed in our commitment to provide quality programming. We are committed to keeping our team intact in order to maintain an underlying message of normalcy as much as possible. Adjusting as necessary to remote workspaces, virtual team meetings, and the like, even if we have better sound quality for Glow, as well as deliver programming that adapts to and addresses the unique situation. The staff is working and continues to work to develop and implement adaptive programmatic changes, such as moving much of our programming, community meetings, and events like this, and our 5K and Spigot River cleanup to virtual formats. Developing curriculum that can move between instructional modes and settings. Continuing our food access and tree planting with new rigorous safety and distancing protocols. And we are renewed in celebrating our community. It is unimaginable, yet a reality that we cannot celebrate together. But I am so thankful you are all here, and celebrate we will. Many of you are familiar friends. Some, I am delighted, are new to our event, and welcome to the Groundwork family. Thank you all for taking the time to join us tonight for a Glow Gala in the spirit of Glow Up. I'm excited, despite the tears, and proud to share with you tonight the story of our work. To a large degree, a story way beyond the numbers, beyond the data. A story that truly reflects the love of our work, the pride in our city, and the deep and abiding commitment all of us at Groundwork and our family to keeping our promise to you. Amidst all the change of this year, of the last 2 years really, there's a core truth that has driven Groundwork and our work. We are the change of community that you asked us to be. Whether it's our environmental improvements and open space creation, our tree planting, our fresh food access, our healthy food programs, our community engagement work, our youth education and workforce training and mentorship programming, or responding to the immediate challenges facing our city and people of our world. As Green Team member Brianna says, we need to be the change. We need to be the ones who change the world. Thank you.
I actually joined Groundwork as a Green Team member when I was a sophomore in high school, I believe. Green Team was really the first exposure I got to the nonprofit world and to basically expand beyond what my view of Lawrence was. I'm a Lawrence kid, I grew up here, so I know what it is to value where you're from and to want to invest in that. My name is Yvette Garcia. I'm a program coordinator with Groundwork Lawrence. I work with the education team and I manage our school year Green Team. Other things that make the Green Team program unique is the simple fact that we are a workforce development program. We offer employment to these youth and we allow them to earn employment and build capacity within the working field, challenging their understanding of what it means to value where you're from. Since COVID-19, our Green Team program had to shift to a virtual program. It was really nerve-wracking at first, but we adjusted and we got it going. We took some time to create a schedule that worked, but also provided an opportunity where we could be outdoors safely, socially distanced, and with a safe number of people around. Youth did a great job and we made it work. We really focused on providing an opportunity where youth got to be outdoors some of the time, but also providing opportunities where they got to have fun virtually. And it was really great to see how excited they got and how passionate they became about it. So it's great to be able to bring it full circle. I now get to create programming. My greatest hope is that with this programming, youth can get greater exposure, they can get greater understanding, and they can just make a difference, which for me is what it's all about.
Griselli's take 5.
Tomorrow is just a few hours away. Why prepare, you may ask? I'll tell you why. Prepare because anytime between now and tomorrow, others might not be here, but you will. Relish and love the idea of now as much as the idea of tomorrow. Water your trees, feed your plants, pick up someone else's trash, recycle your plastics. By doing the simple, you will be protecting our land, our soil, our fishes, our turtles, and our animals of tomorrow. While you care today for tomorrow, don't forget to breathe and to take a walk on the ground you've so passionately cared for. Most importantly, don't forget that tomorrow is not just tomorrow, but it is the future, hopefully not treeless, waterless humans of generations to come. They want a tomorrow too.
Good evening. Hi, I'm Sharon Mason. I'm the Director of Development for Groundwork Lawrence. And I am constantly amazed by the wonderful inspiration we get from the words of our Green Team youth. As Grisellis just said, tomorrow is the future. And that's why we're here. We're here because we want to keep our promise for a greener, cleaner tomorrow, a promise for our future generations, a promise for our planet. And one of the best ways for us to be able to do that, and part of the reason that we're here, is because we're asking for your support. So we're going to encourage you to please bid and take a look at our bidding platform. As you may have already read, please watch our program on your computer, but use your phone in order to access our bidding platform. Kaylee, our development manager, is going to drop the link, a text link in the chat so that you can enter that, and that will give you access to the bidding platform where you can bid. If you haven't already, please register, because that will make it easier during the course of the evening for you to bid quickly, bid easily, and hopefully bid often, while not losing too much of the program that we've prepared for you tonight. And thank each and every one of you for entering your credit card. That is the easiest and way to access our bidding platform. But I want to assure you that none of the credit cards will be processed until December 1st. Between now and November 26th, Kaylee and I will be calling each and every one of you who've bid, either with a donation or who've won an auction item or a piece of eco art, to confirm that we have the correct credit card information, or to discuss with you your preference for a different payment method and move it over to a pledge system. But regardless, we are very grateful for your support for being here, for your support for listening, for your support for caring, for your support for donating, and because you are part of the Groundwork Lawrence family. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hi everyone, I'm Tennis. I'm Eric. You know us as the Tree Guys. And we're out here today, very well dressed. Thankful that our suits still fit after many months of quarantine. Decorating our friend here, the Dawn Redwood. This particular Dawn Redwood, or Meta Sequoia, is growing behind the Lawrence DPW yard. And we're doing this in honor of Glow, our annual fundraising gala. And Eric and I both want to thank all of you for taking the time to participate in Glow this year, even if virtually. Your support is critical to supporting our efforts to green lawns and plant trees in our community. So the Meta Sequoia is a fascinating tree. It's a conifer, but it's not an evergreen. The Meta Sequoia, along with its close cousin, the bald cypress, is what we call a deciduous conifer. That means that in the fall, it goes dormant, just like a lot of broadleaf trees. Its needles will actually turn brown and fall off, and this tree will almost look dead in the winter. But it's not. The tree is just dormant. Eric, why don't you talk a bit about some of the things that people can do if they have newly planted trees in the yard to help get them ready for winter? Well, as y'all know, we still plant trees in the fall, and our season doesn't end for a few more weeks. So whenever you have a tree planted this close to the winter, there's a few things you can do to protect it. First off, around the end of October is when you don't really need to water it much anymore. It's kind of warm today, but as we've all felt, the cold is coming, and we're not really getting as much evaporation anymore. So a lot of the water that's residual in the earth here isn't really evaporating back up, and it's going to retain that a lot easier. So watering is not as dire of a thing anymore. It's also taking nutrients out of its leaves, putting them back in. It's preparing for dormancy. So what we can do to help it is we need to insulate the roots with some mulch, which we do for every tree that we plant. We can remove some weeds. This is also a great time to check the stability of the tree. Put your hand on the trunk and give it a good wiggle. If you see the trunk bending a few inches up from the base, you know that the tree is secure. If you see earth moving underneath the tree, that means you probably need to put some stakes in there. Also, when the tree loses all of its leaves, this is a great time for you to observe it. Make sure that you don't have any damaged branches. If you do have any damaged branches, it's a great time to cut them. And remember, go a centimeter out from the trunk when you're cutting a branch, so that you give the tree enough space to heal its own wound.
And an important thing about trees this winter is, even though we plant trees primarily to shade our community and help people save on cooling costs, these also help us save energy costs in the winter. In fact, planting trees strategically around your home can save you as much as $40 per year in heating costs. And trees do this two ways. First, most of them drop their leaves and needles, which allows sunlight to reach them, warming. But more importantly, trees act as a natural windbreak. So cold winter winds that would normally wick heat from your home are broken up and are less severe. So this is just one of the many benefits of trees that we plant here in the community. And if you're interested in free trees for your home, check us out at the Groundwork Lawrence webpage, www.groundworklawrence.org/Green Street for more information. Thank you very much for your time. For the Tree Guys, I'm Tennis.
I'm Eric.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Take 5.
Don't stay the same. As stagnant water collects bacteria, stagnant minds breed ignorance, restricts you from your full potential, and keeps you from making change. Instead, change like the flowing river, who has seen many things underneath its surface. From turtles, ducks, fish, beavers, crocodiles, crabs, and dragonflies, all differing from day to day. Experience life and stay informed. Sit down and read a book, watch a documentary, listen to a podcast. Stay ahead of the curve, don't get left behind. Fluctuate, shift, alter. Just don't stay the same.
The difference that Groundwork Lawrence makes in terms of educational programming for the youth of the city of Lawrence is that it gives them the opportunity to see their city in a different way. It gives them the opportunity to see their city through different eyes and think about the city in a way that they had not seen it before. My name is Leslie Melendez, and I'm the Deputy Director of Groundwork Lawrence. During this pandemic, we weren't sure where we were going to be and what we were going to be doing because we knew that Lawrence Public Schools was not going back. We've learned a lot about how we deliver programming. We've learned a lot about how we partner with various organizations with the Lawrence Public School systems, and it's been so exciting to watch the Groundwork Lawrence educational programs not only grow but adapt. Groundwork Lawrence means so many things to me, but I think the most important thing that it means to me is that it's family and that it's home, and it's our opportunity to give youth an opportunity. It's our opportunity as a staff and board and advisory council and green team members to give back to a city that has given us so much. Groundwork Lawrence has kept its promise from 1999 to be a part of the community, to have community always be a part of everything that we do. And without that, we wouldn't be who we are. So being able to be a part of this organization isn't just a job. It has become my passion. It has become who I am. And that's what Groundwork Lawrence means to me.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Ed Talk with the Ed team. My name is Valerie. Thank you for joining us, and we have a super fun activity planned today. And what we'll be doing is we're going to be learning how to harvest marigold seeds. We have a lot of marigolds growing out here at Costello Farm, and this is the perfect time of year to be doing an activity like this, because even though we can see that plenty of the plant is still thriving and the flowers are still in bloom, we'll also notice that there are quite a few dead flowers on there as well. And so what we want to do is we want to find some dry, dead flowers, like this one looks good, and we're just going to rip it off, all right? So now that I have my 3 dead flower heads, we will start harvesting the seeds. So now that we've collected our marigolds, we are going to start saving the seeds. So what you'll need for this part of the activity is you'll just need some paper towel. I'm using newspaper, and we use this to keep the seeds dry. You definitely want to let the seeds dry out, because if they're a little moist, they might rot or mold while you're storing them. So it's really important that you allow the seeds to dry. So what we're going to do after we let them dry on this for about a few days to a week, we're going to put them into a paper envelope, because again, this will help reduce the moisture and help save them for longer. So what you're going to do once you are ready to harvest, once you have your space set up, is you're going to take your marigold head that you harvested, and we're going to just pinch off the tops. And if it's dry, that part will be very easy. All right, so now we just have a pod that looks like this. What we're going to do is we're just going to snap this one open. All right, so I just tear open the side of it, and you will start to see the seeds. Once we opened this, I was able to take these out of the inside, and these are the marigold seeds. You can tell how dry the seeds are going to be by how brown or green the bottom of the flower head was. And so we could see that in comparison, this one was much more brown, had been waiting for longer to be harvested. Another way that you can do it is you can just grab it from the top and grab it from the bottom, and you get all the seeds out. Just going to spread them out. And these are all the same kind of marigold, so I don't care if they get mixed together, but if you're doing separate ones, you might want to do them one at a time to save your seeds separately, to make sure, and then label your envelopes so that you know what kind of marigold you will be planting. And if you don't know the name of the marigold, that's fine. I usually, these were red and orange, so I would just write red and orange marigolds. So now I have them waiting there, and I will leave them like that for 4 or 5 days. And then I will transfer them into my envelope and label it. And then they will be ready to go for next year. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you're able to save yourself some seeds, and have a great day. Bye.
I don't remember the last time I was back here. Probably been 20 years. And this used to be my playground as a kid. Our parents wouldn't tell us to come through. I mean, because it was either littered or it had evidence of, other type of activity. But, being kids, we're not gonna necessarily listen all the time. It's just a great place to be. Very, very peaceful here. You don't get this view anywhere else. This place brings a lot of memories. A lot of memories. Hi, my name's GWL Perez. I'm the Director of Finance at Groundwork Lawrence. But I'm also born and raised in the city of Lawrence. And we're in probably one of my favorite places in the city of Lawrence, which is the Riverfront Park. This is a project where we're connecting the Merrimack River to bring it to the community. You know, this is an asset we're going to be able to have these walkways, these trails linked and connected so that we can have connectivity throughout the city and throughout our communities. This is just a reminder of why this work is so important. We have these assets where we can go exercise, where we can live healthier, and enjoying each other's company in beautiful places. This is here for you. This is yours. Enjoy it, use it. So again, this is something we're really excited to present and be a part of and hopefully make this a reality for future generations.
Hi, it's me again. The stuff of which dreams and memories are made. Having an asset like the Merrimack River Trail in our city is just going to be such a wonderful, wonderful thing. And it's really amazing to me to see and listen to Abdi reflect so lovingly about the memories that he's made, and knowing that now with the work that we're doing, we're going to make it possible for him to make the same kind of memories in a cleaner, greener way with his children. Speaking of which, we have this wonderful basket available for auction, which is a guided tour of the Merrimack River Trail. So please check it out. We think that it's an incredible experience and that you'll fall in love with the Merrimack River, just like we have, just like Abdi did. So take a look at all the other wonderful things that we have up for auction. Feel free to make a donation and continue to enjoy the show. Thank you.
Fresh and healthy food, it makes a huge difference to the community. I'm Maria Natera, the Healthy Living Program Manager at Groundwork Lawrence, and right here we are at Manchester Street Garden. Fresh food is important to me. I love it. I love plants, I love nature, and I love to help my community. And Groundwork Lawrence give me that opportunity to share what I know with my community. Because of the pandemic, it has signs that says, keep your distance. We put ropes around the open space so people has an entry and an exit. You have to have your mask in order to buy at the farmer's market. Ask a vendor, tell them what you need, and they gave it to you. One of the farmers owners say what we could do to provide food to the community. And one way we decide to do is pre-orders. I always want to go that extra mile to help whoever needs it, especially our elderly. But I love it because fresh, healthy foods bring Lawrence community together.
This farm to me is a perfect example of how productive a small piece of land could be in an urban setting. Hi, I'm Tom Paulson with Groundwork Lawrence. I'm the project manager here at Costello Urban Farm. Costello Farm produces vegetables and produce that are popular in any farmer's market. Due to COVID, we produced food that we directly donated to the community in a number of food pantries and soup kitchens. Groundwork did an incredible job of putting a new model together for the green team to come out, which ended up being a great success. The farm ended up producing almost twice as much as it has in previous years, and I think part of that was because we knew the community was in a predicament, so to speak. Producing 9,000 pounds of food is just the beginning of the potential that this property has. It's a wonderful place for educational opportunity. It also shows a potential to be a solid food hub that can help alleviate some of the food insecurity here in Lawrence.
Food access in Lawrence is complicated. Having a nourishing meal should not be a luxury. Food security is a challenging issue in the city. With COVID and the closing down of everything, we knew we needed to pivot our food programs, and we knew we could make an impact. And so we worked with partners to create the restaurant program. We worked with 8 restaurants that were closed to reopen and do 1,600 meals a week to be distributed through our 3 nonprofit partners. That program, which we knew we had enough for 2.5 weeks, we were able to fundraise to stretch out to 10 weeks and do over 15,000 hot, nourishing meals to families in Lawrence. They were able to feed the kids they normally serve, but they weren't able to provide more. It was with the restaurant program that they were able to feed the entire family, as well as moving forward and adapting to COVID. The biggest impact of the restaurant program is the families it supported. And I am so proud of Groundwork, and I'm so proud of our partners for being able to pull that off. And what I'm asking tonight, and why events like Glow are so important, is to help us continue these programs, to make sure we can continue to meet the needs, the food needs of families. And every little bit helps, because not only are we going to continue providing hot, nourishing meals, but we're going to make sure our restaurants make it through to next spring.
Hi, it's Sharon. I can't convey how much the pivoting and delivery of the restaurant program meant to me, how proud I was to know that our organization was able to address something that not only spoke to the economic security of our city, but to the food needs of our families that live here. And the partners that we had, both for the pickup and delivery and for the food itself, they were amazing. And they're so amazing that those restaurants turned around and they donated to the gala. We actually have a basket that's the Taste of Lawrence, which is made up of gift certificates from the very restaurants that participated in the program with us. So please check it out. Please feel free to bid. You should be getting a text on your phone with a link to the bidding platform to make it easy for you, as well as the text to bid and get to the link in the chat. And as we go through the program and as you help us reach our goal, please know how much we appreciate your support and how much you mean to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. And thank you for giving me a chance to hopefully center myself, because the restaurant program is something we're so proud of. And it's what we do. And you dream, and you take a step, and you celebrate, and you move forward. Don't stay the same. That's the last line of Alan's poem. Don't stay the same. And in some ways, that's one of the truest mandates of our work. And little has tested that mandate, tested it for all of us as 2020. What a year. As many of us made our New Year resolutions, determined to make them stick this time, the world we knew it upended. A pandemic like few, if any of us could have ever imagined. Massive hospitalizations, astonishing economic impacts, spirit-taxing isolation, masks and washing hands. The longest march in the history of mankind. And virtual hugs, because we are not able to hug. And we knew that we couldn't stay the same. We listened, we responded, and we stretched. We looked to how we could grow more food, support our local businesses, adapt our education programs, move open space projects forward, to value where we're from and make a difference. As Yvette says, that's what it's all about. Groundwork achieves results by collaboratively engaging the whole community in the planning and realization of its projects and programs. With a long history of transformative work, Glow Up efforts, and our growing number of youth alumni, hi Melanie, You, our community, expects and knows that together we can move beyond dreams to creating realities. Instead of asking if something will happen, now you ask when. Because we dream. We dream big, we dream with love and passion. So we push our boundaries, take a step forward with our partners, with you, with the absolute best in each of us. Sometimes, many times, it's a small step, but we take it, we will. And then we celebrate, move forward, and do it again. As we treasure the memories of families like Abdi's made 20 years ago, we promise to continue building towards an equitable community with thriving youth and families and healthy food spaces and trees. Together, we look toward the unbridled horizon of tomorrow.
Helen, take 5.
She is change. Painting red on her white pants, standing alongside her friends, she who believes in abolishing ICE. He is change. Teaching his son about consent, letting him cry while he vents, he who believes in abolishing toxic masculinity. They are change. Introducing redlining and gentrification, teaching us that slavery has not yet healed in this nation, they who believe in correcting the history books. I am change, listing BIPOC alternatives, exposing the corruption of these big-name businesses, I who believe in abolishing prison labor. Green Team is change. Temp checks, teaching us about respect, the meaning of service and social justice, we who believe in protecting the earth.
Helen stated it beautifully. We are the change. Each one of us has the ability to change places, change lives, and change systems. And now it's your opportunity to make that change happen. With your generous support, the Seidel Impact Fund continues to allow us the ability to pivot our work when we need to. With its unrestricted funds, we can be sure, as Leslie said earlier, that we keep our promise.
We are so excited to turn to you to build our Seidel Impact Fund. Please go to the bidding page on our bidding platform. You should have just received a text with a link to access it. To donate, simply click the button with the amount you are able to donate, or choose other and enter a different amount. To do so, you will need to enter your credit card information. We know that's not comfortable for everyone, but please know no payments will be processed before we talk to you. For all paddle raise donations, Sharon or Kaylee of our development team will call you before Thanksgiving to confirm you would like to use your credit card, or if you prefer your donation to be a pledge, and arrange a different payment. So here we go.
You all know what this is. This is a time where you jump in and you help us make sure the Seidel Impact Fund lets us do what we need to do to meet the community needs. For example, the cost of a Green Team staff member for a year is over $5,000 and growing. With the minimum wage increasing, which is so important for our youth and our families, we need to make sure we can keep these jobs going. Your donation of $5,000 allows us to employ a Green Team member over the next year. We've employed almost 500 Green Team members since 2002, and next summer we want to expand to 40 positions. We were very proud to add an extra position this summer. And Green Team is just one way we support Lawrence's youth. Groundwork programs have engaged over 23,000 Lawrence youth over the last 10 years through our in-school enrichment programs, our Summer Urban Adventures Urban Camp, which teaches social emotional skills, through service and education programs with our nonprofit partners. And as you just saw, $5,000 also provides 500 meals to the restaurant program you heard me speak about moments ago, supporting our local restaurants and ensuring Lawrence families receive nourishing hot meals which fill the soul as well as the stomach.
Thank you, Sarah, Pat. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so many of you for your generous support. This is unbelievable. What a fantastic way to start our paddle raise. Your generosity is truly, truly inspiring.
I know not everyone can give at the levels we're calling out. If you can donate $3,500, $3,000, $30, please feel free to do so. This is the perfect time to do it. Use the other button on the donate page. We greatly appreciate your support.
Wow, Heather, I am blown away at how quickly these donations are coming in. It is just absolutely amazing. We are so grateful for your enthusiasm. We are currently at $111,000. Our goal is 125. We have heard what it means to glow up. We can transform tomorrow. Can you give? How about $2,500? Who is going to help me build this Seidel Impact Fund with a $2,500 donation? This unrestricted funding ensures that we will fulfill our promise to our community, to our city. $2,500 means we can do maintenance and provide tools and seeds and starter plants for our community gardeners. You saw Maria. Community gardens are so key to providing healthy food in our community.
Thank you, Gary, for all you do and for what your family has done for the community and for Groundwork. Your support is all the more meaningful. And to be honest, so many of these donations are coming so fast that I don't think Leslie and I can keep up. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Claire. Anyone else for $2,500? We've got a goal of 125, and you are going to blow that out of this world. When I don't know how many of you saw the Eagle Tribune article. We said our goal was 140. That's what we wanted, 140. That's what we normally do every year. And we weren't sure we could do it this year. And at the numbers we have, I think we can. Remember, 2,500, pick the other button, whether it's 2,000, 1,750. Thank you so much for everyone, what you've done so far. 1,500, we work our way down through this. You'd be surprised what 1,500 can provide. An Urban Adventures junior counselor, frequently a former Green Team youth, spreading their wings in new fields with a newfound confidence from their Green Team experience. Or healthy snacks and social emotional learning kits for Urban Adventures youth, a summer youth program, sorry. The social emotional work we're doing with our youth is so critical right now as we watch our youth grapple with the implications of isolation, distancing, and uncertainty of the pandemic. Your donation of $1,500 helps make it all happen. Thank you.
This is crazy, Heather, right? I mean, I know a virtual paddle race. Who'd have imagined last year when we were doing our thing that we would be doing this way? But you folks are amazing. And thank you so much for making this work. How about $1,000? Who would like to donate $1,000 to the Seidel Impact Fund? Chet knew how special Lawrence is. He and his family have worked tirelessly to support the city and to support Groundwork. Groundwork was his family. And we are working tirelessly as well to be the change we need to be, to fulfill our promise to our community, to fulfill our promise to Chet. Your $1,000 donation right now, right here, not only brings us closer to our goal, but inspires other supporters and keeps us planting trees and activating open spaces like the Merrimack River Trail and linking the city and its neighbors with walkable, bikeable, people-friendly trails and parks.
You can use the link you received a few moments ago or text GWL Glow 2020 to 243725. That's 243725 to get the text link if you didn't get it yet. So earlier tonight, we saw the tree guys. They don't really plant in those suits, but they did look handsome, didn't they? A boss can say that, right? A boss can say that.
Yes,
but I assure you that each tree planted decreases heating and cooling costs, cleans our air, and beautifies our city. $750 is the cost of planting one tree. We've committed to completing our 2,800 trees planted by the end of 2021. That $750 is everywhere from meeting with the resident to siting the tree, picking the right tree, getting it planted, and making sure it's actually maintained. And you guys just blew through 125. And that's without many of the items on the silent auction. Thank you. So your donation of $750 brings us to that goal more quickly. And I'm going to buy Leslie a little bit more time because we're going to go for that 140. And as the tree guys say, The right tree for the right space, like we were here right now, the right space where your support can make it happen.
I am completely blown away, Heather. I mean, we have blown past our 125. We are getting close to that 140. And wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is beyond humbling to see this thermometer continue to grow. We are beyond proud of our team. We are beyond proud of our family and of all of you. Each and every one of you is a partner and a member of our Groundwork Lawrence family. To have that care echoed by your financial support just continues to fuel the passion that we have for what we do. What we do for our community. And you know, $500 makes a real tangible difference. It's 50 hot meals for families struggling with impacts of the pandemic. It supports a CSA share for a family that wants to have fresh, healthy food, but that access is just beyond their reach. It builds a community garden bed for the farmer, far from his land of origin, who wants nothing more than to get his hands dirty and provide his family with homegrown products. You make that happen. You really do. You are, Lord have mercy. I keep looking at the thermometer, Heather, and I am so proud of our community, so proud of everyone here tonight. You make that happen with your $500 donation. All of us at GWL truly appreciate the generosity of all of your donations. Hit that $500 button on the donate page now, because we're well on our way, aren't we, Heather?
We are indeed, and thank you, Marcella. You've been gone for a long time. It's been a long time since you've come to Glow. Thank you so much from all the way from California. And you know, we're saying we're proud and thankful as part of GWL and about the groundwork, but you are all part of groundwork. That's why we're here. That's why we're blowing this goal through the roof. And just as a reminder, you can text GWL Glow 2020 to 243-725. I'm going to start going into song 243-725. You heard about Farmer Dave's CSA that provides fruit and vegetables, and you can win one through that's on an auction if you pay attention. A donation of $250 pays for a fruit share, making it possible to have delicious, locally grown fresh fruit. And supports our farmers markets, providing families that use SNAP benefits to literally double their buying power with the Healthy Incentives Program. Only available for fresh, locally grown produce at farmers markets, farm stands, and CSAs. It's why we launched our winter market. It's why we refused to let it be shut down. We found another way with COVID to keep it going. That's the power of $250. It purchases tools for Costello Farm. Those 9,000 pounds didn't grow themselves, and Tom needed a little bit of support to make sure he could get through and get all that food to our emergency food partners. With our hopes of increasing production in our growing season, these tools become even more critical.
I continue to be blown away, Heather. I didn't know how this was going to go. I know we've been talking about it all week and we weren't sure. We just weren't sure what was going to happen tonight. And our Groundwork family has come through, as they always do. As we come to the end of our paddle raise, I'm going to ask Haley to send the link to your phones one more time. If you haven't virtually paddle raised, haven't made your bid, now's the time. Please donate $100. Help us reach our goal. Help us continue to surpass our goal. Help us continue to provide enriching education programs that embrace the environment and stewardship of our planet.
As I told Terry when he was doing the story for the Eagle Tribune, and I almost got myself in trouble, the 140 we put out there, and you are helping us get there. You're helping us to continue activating parks, playgrounds, and beautiful greenways, helping us bring the community together with 5Ks and cleanups, helping us plant and grow produce to feed our community and our families, helping us to offer exciting work and mentorship opportunities for our high school aged youth, and cooking classes and planting trees and economic development while feeding families and souls. Thank you so much.
You know, with your donation of $100 or any amount you give helps us reach our goal. Any amount you give helps us keep our promise to our city.
Any amount you give keeps us changing places, changing lives, and changing systems. You are all so amazing. Please feel free to keep bidding and keep donating. As our evening comes to a close, which feels so quick and so early, here's Sharon with information about closing out the auction. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and everything you've done.
So I'm not sure if a prerequisite for working at Groundwork is that you tear up easily. But what each and every one of you has done this evening by coming, by staying through the program, and by being so generous. Tonight's a funny evening because the work that went into telling our story was very different. We wanted you to know how much the work means to us, how proud we are to be a part of making a difference in this world, especially now. So thank you. As the part of the development team, your support has blown me away, and I never expected it. But now the evening comes to a close, and in order to make sure that your generosity is truly rewarded, you know you have our undying thanks. I want to remind you that there is a part of us that really wants to get to that 140. So the bidding platform and the auction will remain open until 10 o'clock today. Again, we want to reassure you, thank you very much for entering your credit card information. Kaylee and I will be in touch with each one of you to either confirm that we have the right information on file, or if your preference is a different payment method or a pledge payment, we will make that happen as well. And if you happen to be one of the lucky winners of the auction items out there today, we will also be in touch so that we can arrange a safe way for you to get your item, be it through pickup or delivery. And I think that's about it. I can't believe this is the fastest glow I've ever been to, but it was a pretty special night. So with that, I say thank you.
Glow Up with Glow Gala.
Thank you for being part of the Groundwork family.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
You are rock.
Oh. Applause to everyone. Thank you so much for everything you did for us tonight. Now you do it.
Tráeme tu fuego dulce, sweetie, como no. Tráeme tu fuego dulce, sweetie, como no. Sí, señor. Dale. Como no. Ponme de fuego tu guitarra. Sí, señor. Levántala quemando. Como no. Es tuya y es tu bandera. El mundo sweetie mambo. Como no. Con sabor de guarapo. Sí, señor. Que tuva la caña con gusto. Como no. Ay, qué rico. Tráeme tu fuego dulce, sweetie, como no. 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 Sí, señor. Dale. Mueve de fuego tu guitarra. Levántala quemando. Y tú vas a ser tu bandera. Y para el mundo entero. La cantidad de azúcar. Hecho de ron y tabaco. Sepárala. Tráeme tu fuego dulce, sweetie, como no. Tráeme tu fuego dulce, sweetie, como no. Tráeme tu fuego dulce, sweetie, como no. Tráeme tu fuego dulce, sweetie, como no.
focus in the beginning contigo.
Compañera, no te asombres cuando veas. Compañera, no te asombres cuando veas al alacrán tumbando caña. Al alacrán tumbando caña. Costumbre de mi país, mi hermano. Costumbre de mi país, mi hermano. Sí, sí, tumbando caña. 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 Tráeme tu fuego, dulce, sweetie, como no. 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 Sí, señor. Dale. Ponme de fuego tu guitarra. Levántala quemando. Estoy aquí en tu pan.